Yes.
Okay, hello everyone. We are happy to welcome you in this webinar. As you know, we have launched a series of educational webinars, and this is one of the webinars launched by IVMED Family Agency. The topic of this webinar is values and code of work. So we decided it will be interesting for you to learn more about us, about who we are, how we work, what we value in our interaction with our clients, and what we cherish about our work and in our attitude towards you. So today you're going to learn various interesting things, among which is what is the mission of IVMED Family Agency, background and professional experience of the employees, expertise, because we want you to be sure that you are entrusting your child to capable people. Benefits of working with IVMED Family Agency, and values and core principles of work. And today to introduce you to these interesting matters, with us is the director of IVMED Family Agency, Nadia Milanevska. She will be one of the speakers today. Another person present here is our head of coordinators. Her name is Olga Grinchenko, and she's PhD in biology, also here to talk about IVMED Family Agency and to answer your questions. And also me, I'm a philologist and a translator, and I am a coordinator at IVMED Family Agency and also a host of today. My name is Nadia Davidovska. Okay, so let's learn how it all started. So Nadia, could you tell us a little bit about the origins of IVMED Family Agency?
Hello to everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I'm happy to share with you our history a little bit and to tell you about our mission. IVMED Family Agency was founded actually in 2016, since everything was started with very interesting story with the first Chinese client who trusted to our agency, and we started the first program with this nice couple from China. And we successfully finished our program, their program. We've got a lot of very nice references, and since that we started active work in the field of providing supervision in surrogacy programs. Before that, we worked with supervision in simple IVF programs and programs which include egg donation. So we started with 2 coordinators, and up to now we have a staff number of 17 people that are specially trained staff. They have different responsibilities, and they act in different fields, because everybody understands that surrogacy programs, that is very complicated actually process, which includes a lot of contractors, a lot of people who just may even provide some small services, but still very important in a big and long, 1 year long or even longer sometimes surrogacy process. And of course, talking about the mission of our company, I want to emphasize that the main idea was to provide the most quality services, professional services, which could attract people who are searching for a company to which they can trust, not only to trust their fundings, but still trust their children and and their also all process, treatment process. That is why we always involve only professional or contractors who can provide services on high quality level. And we work according to special standards. The standards of communication with our actual clients, the standard of services provision, and of course the priority for us, it's health, health of child, health of surrogate mother, protection of interests, both sides, intended parents and surrogate mother. And to provide that, we developed a very transparent and clear system of contracts which protect all parties of this complex process. We work for separate contract with a clinic, which the contract is concluded between intended parents and clinic for IVF services, for pregnancy care program. The services which are provided by agency, legal services, support services, also maternity hospital services are covered by agency contract. And of course, the important part of the surrogacy process, it's a surrogate mother, and we provide signing of contract with a surrogate mother between biological parents and surrogate mother according to Ukrainian legislation, to protect rights of both sides, and of course to protect right of the baby which will be born in the end of the program. And of course a lot of different and important points related to legislation are indicated in this notary contract. And it is this complex of 3 contracts provides the whole safety, the complete safety and insurance for parents that the program will be finished successfully, or even if something happens during the process, they always have right to stop and change contractors, but important to save their fundings, their money, and just successfully finish the program even later.
Thank you, Nadia. Could you tell us a little bit more about how the initial contact with the doctor with the patients is carried out? How does the agency help the patients to interact with the doctor? How it all works?
Of course, it is important to have first initial contact with doctors. We always provide an option if you cannot come or you just planning your trip to have initial Skype consultation with a doctor. You may choose which doctor you want to get as your leading doctor. You can book consultation, and we will provide you with your personal coordinator who will assist during the consultation. And of course, some of our doctors, they speak English, maybe some other languages are not so easy for communication, but still we have different coordinators speaking different languages, and they may assist with translation during the consultation. To start this consultation, of course, some requirements should be fulfilled, like sending us some medical documents, some tests that will allow our doctors to get some conclusions, to consult you in a proper and informative way.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Nadia. I know that paperwork, preparation of all the documents necessary for the surrogacy program or for entering the country can be very scary, very challenging for the parents, for the couple. Does the agency help with the paperwork?
Of course, that is the direct responsibilities of agency to arrange properly the paperwork, because every document should be checked before the program starts, not in progress or in the end of the program, because it provides the insurance that all documents for exit process after delivery will be prepared in a proper way. So we start usually with collecting legal documents, which are usually that is a marriage certificate, because the couple should be, according to Ukrainian legislation, married, officially married. That is the passport copies, and also we work according to power of attorney. We sign some necessary documents on behalf of parents. We sign contract with notary, a notary contract with a surrogate mother using the power of attorney from clients. So sometimes we collect biomaterial from maybe other clinics in Ukraine using this power of attorney. So it's very useful thing anyway. All these documents which were issued in on the territory of your country should, of course, have a postal on that, on them, to legalize them for usage in Ukrainian territory. And of course, you should provide before the program, before even initial consultation with the doctor, the medical letter about infertility issue, which indicates the correct diagnosis, which can be, for example, some recurrent miscarriages, or some failed IVF, a number of failed IVF cycles, or some side problems with your health, like a problem with blood tension, or other conditions. But anyway, all these conditions should be first evaluated by doctors, fertility doctors of IVMED clinic. Then our coordinators will receive their answer, and you can be approved for surrogacy program, and then we can proceed with all other things. Of course, in the end of the program, again, we come back to collecting legal documents, and these documents include, of course, genetic relation certificate from clinic, IVMED's clinic policy now. It's DNA testing after delivery, so the blood from cord will be collected in child, and of course in father, for example, and we compare the DNA structure and then confirm that the child is really related to father or mother. You should understand, of course, we protect surrogacy program from different unpleasant situation, like mixing biomaterial by different way. First of all, we have IVMED clinic provides the security system, the safety system, which witness system called, which protects biomaterial from mixing. It's labeling and personal identification of biomaterial. And the next step, of course, surrogate mother is being prepared for embryo transfer in long cycles. It means that we will block the ovaries of surrogate mother, not we, sorry, but clinic will block the ovaries of surrogate mother, and we will wait using injection of differlin, and then we will wait for new menstrual period and start preparation, hormonal preparation in this new period. That will help to avoid own pregnancy. And of course, in the end of program, as I told, we will test DNA, but we test that not only because we want to be sure that in IVMED clinic everything was done properly, but still something could happen in other providers like maternity hospital or whatever. So we should be 100% sure before issuing genetic relation certificate to avoid unpleasant surprises when you will have to test DNA for your embassy or in your country during the registration process for your baby. Regarding the exit process, we collaborate with independent lawyer, a lawyer Olga Danchenko. She is a very experienced lawyer for exit process. She did many exits for different couples from countries throughout the world. And everything always being done in time and properly without any complications. So we are very proud of working with her, and she also assists us with independent consultation in surrogacy programs for some countries which require this have such requirements, like consultation for surrogate mother should be provided by independent lawyer. So all these services are included in our programs. That is no extra fees for that. Only some maybe additional special papers, but that is not a big cost, can be purchased, can be paid extra in case some unexpected situation which may appear because the legislation of the country can be changed or something like that. So we absolutely cover the exit process with support, with payment, and our clients do not have to think about what to do and how to act after delivery.
Thank you, Nadia, for explaining the legal part in such a detail. But we also know that surrogacy process usually requires, and IVF in general, when you travel to do the treatment in another country, it requires different additional services. Could you tell us a little more about accommodation, about the surrogacy services, a little bit more?
Of course, we provide accommodation. We understand that it is usually can be convenient option for couples when they travel and don't have to think about how to match the apartment and where will they stay for a few days or after delivery for months. So we also provide accommodation. You can see some photos of the standard of the furniture or equipment in apartments. They are convenient. They are situated in convenient districts, not far from city center. Some of them close to city center, and of course, if you want to select accommodation, some apartment for with extra options, you can do it. You just use our budget in this program, which we pay for or consider to be paid for accommodation in our program. You can partially use this budget and add extra payment for the apartment which you want to select personally.
Thank you. And about the surrogate mothers, how does it work?
About the surrogate mothers, of course, you can see these funny pictures. These funny pictures sometimes send us our surrogate mothers because during the process, of course, parents want to. They ask for some photos for some Skype for communication with surrogate mothers, and we ask them to send some photos, and they want to entertain a little bit attendant parents, and they send some funny pictures also. Of course, we match surrogate mothers for programs, and because of high standards of examination of surrogacy candidates, We have a big number of candidates who should be examined, but still only one of 10 candidates passed all tests and can be approved by doctors to proceed with surrogacy process. We have no limitations in communication between biological parents and surrogate mothers. So you can ask your coordinator to arrange a Skype anytime. If you need translation after doctor's appointment, you can share the emotions, you can share some maybe doctor's conclusion regarding the situation. Actually, everything being done for your and surrogate mother's convenience.
Thank you, Nadia. Before proceeding to another question, I wanted to remind that we have a chat where you can write your questions and we will answer them at the end of this webinar. Okay, Olga, so could you tell us a little bit about your work? So how do you organize your work? What it consists of? Tell us a little bit about your part in this.
Hello, nice to meet with all of our webinar. Child gives sense for our life. The birth of a child is the greatest happiness for every family. The most beautiful thing that can be happened to each of us is the birth of baby. That is why we love our work so much. Our team has a strong aim to achieve a result, the birth of a child. Therefore, we individually analyze the situation with each couple and try to find the optimal solution to each intended parent. In order to make our relationship as comfortable as possible, we communicate with intended parents in individual groups with each couple in WhatsApp. We add to this group intended parents, personal coordinator, director of IVMED Agency Nadia, and me. So we are able to quickly answer your questions and fully control the process in your program. This simple way of interaction is convenient and effective. Before arriving at the clinic, the personal coordinator provides the doctor with the medical history of the patient. If necessary, we organize a Skype consultation with the doctor to clarify all the nuances. In the future, communications with the doctor is also carried out with the help of a personal coordinator. The coordinator will also help you understand all prescriptions, including tests that you need to do, use of medications according to the strengths, etc., which are prescribed by doctor. In case of something remains, you completely clear for you. The first stage of program begins with the start of stimulation of patient or side donor. Cultivation of embryos and testing them for genetic abnormalities. After this, we match a surrogate mother for the program and send her profile to the intended parents for approval. It should be noted that we send for parents only the profiles of examined surrogate mother, which have been approved by our doctor. Parents, if they wish, can communicate with their surrogate mother and approve her participation in the program after Skype communication. After that, we start preparation for the transfer. Before embryo transfer, we sign a contract with surrogate mother, notary contract, on your behalf by power of attorney. 10 days after embryo transfer, we do HCG test for pregnancy. If the result is positive, after 12 days, the surrogate mother will come to the clinic for ultrasound scan to confirm pregnancy. We take care of pregnancy only in the IVMED clinic and the surrogate mother comes to clinic on average every 2 weeks for monitoring. During the process, our coordinators inform parents about all important moments. You will receive protocols of embryo cultivation, results of genetic testing, conclusions about transfers, photos and videos, as well as consultation of ultrasound monitoring.
Thank you, Olga. Could you tell us about the WhatsApp groups? Do we work in WhatsApp groups?
Yes, yes, we work in WhatsApp groups because it's convenient, effective type of communications with intended parents. In these groups, we work with Nadia, with personal coordinators, with me, and intended parents can ask all them questions in this group. And we have availability to quickly answer for all questions of intended parents.
Thank you, Olga. So as we can see, the WhatsApp groups are personal, so it's you.
Yes, this group personal for each couple. In one group can be only one couple.
Okay, thank you very much, Olga. And as a coordinator, I would like to explain a little bit more about the beginning of the process. So say you'd like to start the process with us. How do you get in touch with us? So first of all, of course, you can contact us directly. There's a website that you can easily access on the web, and you can find more information about us. You can book a consultation with a fertility specialist, with a lawyer, with a coordinator. So you have plenty of ways to get more information about us, about our services. So you can find us online. And here's on the website, you can also find an email by which you can contact us to get in touch with us directly. Also, of course, it's a good idea to find us on social media. We are present in Instagram and Facebook. So you can follow us here to read our updates. Also, there is a possibility to get in touch with us via Facebook chat or in Instagram. There's a person who always responds to these messages and helps you to get in touch with the coordinator. As we know, nowadays, there is a difficult situation in the world. There is a pandemic, the coronavirus raging on. So a lot of you might have a question, can we enter Ukraine if we are in red zone countries? Does Ukraine let anyone through its borders? So we recommend our patients to do the test in their country, not more than 48 hours before their flight. In this case, Ukrainian borders can let you pass if your negative result is fresh. You do not have to repeat the test when you are in Ukraine. Alternatively, if you don't do the test, you can do the testing at the airport, but you'll have to sit at home in self-isolation before you receive the results of this testing. But don't worry, get in touch with your coordinator. Entering Ukraine is quite possible. It's not very difficult. All you need is to do the test and purchase the medical insurance. And you can start your treatment. Another thing that we wanted to point out, a lot of our patients ask us about the donor selection. How does it happen? Do we match the donors? So of course we help you to choose the donor. We have an online donor database, so we can give you access and you can look through the candidates yourself. So you will be sent an application form, as you can see on the slide, and you will be requested to fill it in. As soon as you're done with that, you can send this form back to your coordinator, and you will receive an access to the IVMED donor database. So there you can read the profiles of the donors, see their pictures, and eventually you can choose the one that looks best, if you have that fits best to your requirements. In case there is some additional information that you would like to know about the donor, you can contact your coordinator and ask if any more info is available. It's always best to check with the coordinator. So another question that we hear from our patients is about the stimulation process when you're on medication. What if you don't know, you don't remember how to take the medication at what time? You can always talk to your coordinator. They're always in touch with you, so you can text them in the messengers, in the WhatsApp, via email, whichever way you prefer, also via calls. And they will explain you, remind you your protocol and which medications you should take. Also, coordinators accompany you in the clinic, so they also come with you accompany you to the operation room, so you don't need to worry that in case you have some additional questions before the operation, there's always a coordinator with you who will translate for you, and you can communicate with the doctor even at these important points of the process. So, also, what to do if you have your embryo stored somewhere else, but you would like to do the IVF procedure, to do the surrogacy program with IVMED Family Agency. You should not despair. It's of course possible to ship the embryos to Ukraine. And we have partners with which we collaborate in these matters. One of the examples is IVF Couriers. They provide the shipping services of the embryos. So it's not a problem. Also get in touch with the coordinator and we will organize the shipment of the embryos. Also a few words, Olga has already started to explain that we inform you about the pregnancy of the surrogate mother. I will give a little bit more information. So during surrogacy programs, the surrogate mother undergoes ultrasound scans. There is a plan that you can receive in the beginning of the pregnancy, where you have the timetable of when different scans or tests are done. And whenever a new scan is performed, your coordinator is going to send you images and reports with all the detailed information about the development of your baby, about any medical information that is provided during the pregnancy. Also, if you would like to talk to the surrogate mother to ask for how she's feeling, how's the baby acting, your baby acting inside of her belly, it's always possible to organize a Skype call and to learn more about that. Also, when the time X comes, the most important point in the surrogacy process is, of course, the delivery time. So we take care that your baby to be born in the best maternity hospital possible. So we're now having deliveries in the private maternity hospital. It's a very high quality maternity hospital with good conditions, with a very good doctor with whom we've been working for over 6 years. So he's a very experienced specialist who has helped a lot of babies to come into this world. And when the time comes, we will accompany you to the delivery hospital, to the maternity hospital. We will translate for you, also help you to get to settle in the hospital and spend to be with your baby since the moment of his or her birth. Also, the care doesn't end when you're out of the maternity hospital with your baby, because little babies, they need constant supervision and support. So the child's doctor, the neonatologist, visits you once a week. In case you need to, the doctor to come more often, or in case there's an emergency or you need urgent medical attention. So it's possible to organize the doctor's visits more often. So we work with a very good specialist. She's very good with babies, and all babies actually love her very much. So she comes once a week usually, and your coordinator also accompanies her to your apartment and translates everything for you. So this way you can be sure that your baby is constantly supervised even after the checkout from the delivery hospital. Yeah, this is all that we wanted to share as the speakers, and now it's time to answer your questions. Let's check what we have in our chat. Okay, we have the first question. Hello, everyone. Is the insurance included in all packages? What does it cover? Nadia, could you talk about that, please?
Thank you for question. The including of insurance to programs, it's a new option for new programs, which we provide recently. You should understand one point, that there is no specific insurance in Ukraine for which covers treatment for pregnant women. If you want to, or newborns. Of course, there are some general insurances connected to some incidents which can happen, but there is no treatment for of some conditions, medical conditions, which are related to pregnant state of woman. That is why such kind of insurance can be provided only by clinics or agencies. And we provide this kind of insurance for children, mature or premature born, which cover emergency, surgery, medications, or some additional treatment, which are related to health maintaining or life maintaining for children. And of course, we cover some kind of treatment for pregnant surrogate mothers during the program. You can purchase it together with guaranteed program, which includes this insurance. And if you want to purchase a standard kind of program, shipping or standard with own cells, egg cells, donated cells, you can purchase it extra for some definite amount.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
For each child.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Nadia. To what extent can I communicate with the surrogate mother? So probably they're interested in more details. How often can they talk?
Actually, again, no limitations. If you can communicate using some social nets and the level of language allows you to have communication, of course, you can do it. Sometimes we ask to check the information which you get from surrogate mother, because some things can be not clear for surrogate mother, and she may tell you something that doesn't correspond to the surrogacy program process, which we inform you also. That is why better always to check some details of your informative speaking to surrogate mother, but still again you can share, or she can share with you all possible information regarding the process, medical examinations, her personal life, or you can again ask our coordinators to arrange a Skype after doctor's appointments, and our coordinator will assist with that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, Nadia. Yeah, also the participants say thank you for your answer. Do you cover the treatment of the surrogate mother in case of premature delivery?
Actually, on practice, the treatment of surrogate mother during premature delivery, um, actually, she doesn't need some special treatment because it depends on the weight of the baby which should be born. Sometimes it needs cesarean section, sometimes, of course, just a natural delivery um, can be done to take this baby out. But still, if of course, as any other treatment for surrogate mother, of course we cover the treatment, the hospitalization for the surrogate mother.
Okay, for now, it's all we have. I don't know if we're going to get any more questions or it's all. Yeah, I think that we're done. So if you have some more questions left that you would like to discuss, or if there are any individual cases that you want to discuss with the doctor, with the lawyer, or to learn more about the programs or any of the services, please get in touch with us by any means that you prefer. So you have WhatsApp, website, and email, different social media. So whichever means we feel more comfortable with, get in touch with us. You can also follow us to get the new updates. And we will have other webinars. So keep in touch, follow us, and join us for the next webinar shortly. Thank you very much for being with us today. And thank our speakers for being here with us today as well. Okay, goodbye. Thank you.
Have a nice day.